score streaks in Cold War. If you're using a launcher to take them down, you're doing it wrong. Like, way wrong. What's going on, everyone? My name's 𝐡𝐨𝐩𝐞. Welcome to the channel. First, let's lay down the Cigma 2 launcher stats so we have a baseline to reference. The Cigma is arguably easier to use to take down score streaks, and its best use case is for one-shot and or far away and hard to hit score streaks like the spy plane, the counter spy plane, or the gunship. I went into a private match and did some testing with the UAV, the attack helicopter, and the VTOL. We're specifically going to focus on the VTOL time to destroy for this graph, but you can see the UAV took 1 shot, attack helicopter took 4 shots, and the VTOL took 7 shots. And those 7 shots clock out to a total of 32 seconds to destroy a VTOL in this game. The more rockets you use, the more time it takes to destroy a streak, because you have to consider the reload time as well as the time it takes to refill your ammo to take out these higher score streaks, because you can only hold a max of 4 rockets at a time. Now, you could speed up this time, of course, if you are skilled enough to skip the lock-on phase, and I just thought that maybe the SAM turret in combo with this could speed up the process, but you're still getting nowhere near as close as some of these top-tier weapons. I mean, take a look at the graph here. The launcher's only slightly faster than assault rifles without the cavalry barrel attachment, and assault rifles aren't even that great for taking out score streaks. Now, the Cavalry Lancer Barrel, it's the star of this video. What it does is it boosts vehicle damage by a certain percentage for each class. Those stats will be part of the latter half of this video. So now it's time to share the best 5 weapons, plus that superstar weapon you've been seeing at the top right there, which is leagues better than the others. And my question to you is, can you guess what that top tier superstar weapon is before we continue? Leave a comment down below, see if you get it right. But number 5 against VTOLs goes to the 𝐓𝐚𝐭𝐜𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐠 and the M16 tactical rifles. Both of these clock out at about 6.5 seconds time to destroy with the Cavalry Lancer Barrel and an extended mag. The 𝐓𝐚𝐭𝐜𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐠 is slightly worse and a bit harder to use due to its recoil, but both of these tac rifles put in work against score streaks. Number 4 is the RPD, 6.25 second TTD with the Cavalry Barrel, and no extended mag is needed for this LMG. I want to remind you, we're talking 32 seconds with the Cigma 2. We're down to 6.25 seconds with just 1 attachment on the RPD. It's insane. Number 3 is the M60, which is half a second faster than the RPD at 5.75 seconds. Again, no extended mag needed. Number 2 is the Type 63 and the DMR-14, are semi-auto tactical rifles. Both of these share a time to destroy around 5.5 seconds with the Cavalry Barrel and an extended mag. And then our number 1 weapon here is the Stoner 63 LMG with an impressive 5 seconds time to destroy a VTOL without an extended mag. All you need is that Cavalry Barrel attachment on this. Now, I want to mention this certain scenario here with a couple weapons where you look at the base vehicle damage and it's only 126 for the Stoner, where the M60 has 150 base vehicle damage. So you'll think that the M60 would be better. But the Stoner has a significantly faster fire rate, which makes for a higher DPS. And it goes to show that you shouldn't only be considering the damage values for a lot of these weapons. Even without the barrel, this thing can take down a VTOL in 10 seconds, which is 3 times faster than the Cigma 2 launcher. To be honest, the Stoner is faster at taking down a spy plane than the Cigma launcher too. It's an absolute beast of a weapon, but not as insane as our hidden weapon at the top. This is your last chance to guess what it is. 1, 2, 3. It is the M82 sniper rifle. The base weapon is nothing special, nothing to brag about. It has laughable DPS against score streak. It's comparable to the pistols. But that Cavalry Lancer Barrel grants a 500% boost on snipers, and that 500% boost makes for a whopping 825 damage a shot, meaning you can kill a UAV in 2 shots. It takes 5 shots to get an attack helicopter and only 9 shots to destroy a VTOL in this game, which you can do in 1 extended clip. You got 180 rounds per minute on this thing. You fire about 3 shots per second, which means you're just shy of 3 seconds to destroy a VTOL score streak. absolute insanity. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Just look at the footage. What's even more insane is that if you combine the TTD of the top 5 weapons we just went over, including the M82, they together take about the same time as the Sigma 2 launcher when it comes to destroying a VTOL. I'll let you take a look at that right here. So I definitely would recommend using the M82 or any of those 5 weapons, at least for the larger streaks like the attack helicopter, the VTOL, the chopper gunner, even the gunship. If you want to use the launch on the spy planes, fine, but there are a lot more weapons that do a better job than the Sigma. I want to share one more spice, actually 2 more spice picks before we go and share some hardcore data. But the KSP-45, yes, the SMG is a great option. It does about 949 damage per second. 48 rounds is the most you can get in a mag, which means you'll have to reload once to destroy a VTOL, but it only takes 12.5 seconds to destroy a VTOL with this thing, which is on par with the XM4 with the Cavalry Lancer Barrel. The KSP-45 is a bit harder to use due to it having one of the slower bullet velocities in the game. It's practical to use on close, predictable score streaks like the attack helicopter, but it's something viable and something that may be fun to use. So I want to transition now into some more data for those of you that are interested. You'll be smarter if you stick around for the remainder of the video. We'll be going over more Cavalry Lancer Barrel stats and all the weapon stats, and I have a chart showing all the weapons time to destroys, but all the necessary info has been shared that you need to know. So if you're looking for something else to watch, I just put up a tips video the other day that has 5 amazing tips for Cold War, including attachment that'll help with visibility and how to armor cancel, which is pretty OP. But the Cavalry Lancer Barrel, just some more stats for you right here. It's available for every weapon that shoots bullets, but don't use it on the pistols or the shotguns. And I'm also going to include the bolt action snipers in this category. They all have laughable base stats, and you're not going to be doing any significant damage. For the sniper rifles, it does give a 500% vehicle damage increase. The tactical rifles, pistols, and shotguns all share a 250% barrel increase. The ARs and the SMGs share a 200% barrel increase, and the LMGs a 100% barrel increase. However, upon my testing, I'm actually really glad I tested the Bullfrog and the AK-74U last minute. I only believe the KSP-45 is getting the 200% damage increase. That math all checks out. I've won back and reran the figures. But the Bullfrog should have taken 96 shots to kill with the stats that it shows in game, but it took 140 to destroy the VTOL. Same with the AK-74U. It was supposed to take 86 shots with 1 reload and ended up taking 120 shots with 2 reloads. And both of those numbers figure out to be about 125% boost to your vehicle damage. So I'm under the impression that all the SMGs except the KSP-45 actually have a reduced rate, which I'm actually fine with because I think the SMG shouldn't be that powerful or even more powerful than the assault rifles. So that's just something you should be aware of. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but SMGs, the data doesn't seem to check out except for the KSP. All the other stuff is accurate though. As we saw earlier, all the tac rifles and LMGs have high vehicle damage with the barrels and can take down anything up to a VTOL in 1 extended mag. The LMGs don't even need an extended mag. You can just use the base mag because the LMGs have the highest base vehicle damage and are feasible without that barrel. This damage is on par with some of the assault rifles with the barrel that you're seeing on the chart. You can see that reloads will slow down your time to destroy significantly. You can see the XM4 with the barrel has a DPS of 818, but it ends up being slower than the Stoner because you have to configure 2 reloads for the XM4 that are about 1.5 seconds each. So I think the actual DPS figures out to about 590 instead of 818. But the thing to take away from all the chart here is that the ARs are pretty mediocre. The time to destroy is lower than a majority of the weapons with and without the barrel, but still, even with these slow AR times to destroy, they're not that much worse than the Sigma 2. The XM4 by itself is only like 8 seconds slower than the Sigma, just to throw some more dirt on that launcher because it's garbage and probably needs a buff. But I'm actually cool with the weapons being stronger than the launchers for once in a COD game. So that's all I have to share with you guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you haven't dropped a like on the video yet, hit the like button. What are you doing? If you're stuck around this long, why don't you check out some of my other content and consider subscribing. We're always uploading Call of Duty Cold War content on this channel. As always, there are links down below in the description if you'd like to help support the channel. Thanks for watching. My name's Sinister Skater, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.